Alright, so this is the first video in a series of videos I'm going to do specifically on the text editor. I was planning on doing all those in one, but there's really so much that you can do with this text editor that I thought it would be best to go ahead and break it up into different videos. So the first video here is going to be specifically referring to just how to add text and format text using the text editor. The next videos will go over adding tables, files, images, videos, and links. So for now, let's go ahead and open up the freeform content feature for editing by clicking on the Edit Content link, and then we're going to select the element that we want to edit. We'll go ahead and edit this second test element. So I have currently got my header. We again can choose to display or not display this. Let's leave that in there for now. And if you're going to just type text out, you can certainly type out text anywhere in your editor and space things out just like you would on a Word document. I'm going to go ahead and copy and paste some Ipsum text here from our cupcake Ipsum, and we will use that just to show you some formatting. So once you have some text in your text editor, you've got a lot of options for how you can format all of this text. You can do various changes to the fonts. You can change the size. You can make things bold or unbold. This one's already bold, so let's change it to a non-bolded font, and then you can see that you can bold the font. This is very familiar for anyone who's used to using a regular editing software like a Microsoft Word or Google Docs. For the most part, people have come to associate underlined text with linked text. So be cautious of doing that. I would use bolding and italicizing to try to really make text stand off the page more so than underlying. So another thing you can do here with our text editor is we can make bulleted lists. So if you have a list of items that you want to be bulleted, you can highlight those items and click on the bullet point option there. You could also do this as a numbered list, so your options are flexible here. I also want to point out there's some things you can do that are not necessarily visible here at the top. So all of these items, if you hover over them, it'll describe what you're going to do, and these are your basic editing features. You know, centering your text, left align. But if you go into your format area, you do have some additional options under formats. You can create different heading levels, which will apply automatic formatting to various parts of your text. You can create blocks, or aligning your text differently based on how it's set here. So if we want to do a block quote, it's going to indent all of our text over, which may be a good thing sometimes if you're highlighting a quote, for example. So things to think about here. There's a lot of options for editing your text once you get it in there. And then of course at the very end, before you do anything else, you always want to save your changes. If you don't save your changes, they will not show up. So we'll go ahead and exit edit mode to finish up, and you'll see this is all of my new text here that I've added.